Hey everybody, it's me. It's really late, so I apologize for the low sound on this video. Um, I've been really itching to make this video because it's a video request. And I'm quite happy I've been getting requests for things dealing with paganism, which is my chosen path. And the most frequent question that I've been getting lately is, what altar setup do I use? What tools do I have on my altar? So I have my box here, so I'm gonna take you through a quick tutorial. Please disregard. This is my familiar Gaia. She likes to be all over me at all times. So she's probably gonna be drifting in and out of the video because she's trained to know that when the altar box is open, she's supposed to stick around so we can learn from each other. So she'll probably be sticking around. Alright, come on, girl. Over here. So first of all, all my altar really consists of, I keep everything in a box that I bought from the thrift store. This is a very old makeup carrying case. I think I paid $3 for it. Tired? I think I paid $3 for it at a thrift store. You can find old suitcases and things like that at the thrift store very cheap, and they work very well to keep your altar items in. Okay, so we're gonna go through the little tour here. Before I start, I just want to say a lot of my stuff comes from thrift stores. I feel that it's very much useful to repurpose things for the sake of Mother Earth and, you know, recycling and all that good jazz. I don't see the point in going and buying very expensive things online. So one of the first things that I have, this is actually a seasonal item that I recently bought because I like to have different altars for different times of the year. What's wrong, girl? This is a little brass bowl. Yeah, you know what that is. I paid $1.99 for it. It's a libation bowl is what I use it for. Really sorry about the poor quality of lighting right now. So there's that. This is my cauldron. I still have the price tag on the bottom. $2.99, very, very inexpensive. It's got little nice feet. So that's my cauldron. And just so you know, before you're going to use anything that you buy at a thrift store, you're going to want to cleanse it both physically, you know, mundanely with soap, and you're also going to want to spiritually cleanse it, which you can find a lot of videos on the internet to do. Also, sorry if the TV's getting really loud. I'm watching War of the Worlds right now. Okay, so this is a bottle of charged water. It's high salinity salt water that I made that has been charged by moonlight. It sat out during the full moon. It's been blessed. So this is ritual water. I know it's in a very mundane packaging, but again, we're reusing because that's what we want to do. Sea salt for cleansing, casting circles, offerings. This I paid $1 for at the dollar store. San Francisco Bay sea salt. Of course, you know, feel free. I wouldn't use table salt. Any kind of sea salt will do you. This is a really special piece because when I saw it at the thrift store, I don't know, I just felt really, really connected with this piece right off the bat. It's a clear glass plate with a spiral. Obviously, the spiral has very significant meaning to pagans. I use it as an incense plate most of the time. I like to use my items like double duty. So a little incense plate, I paid 99 cents for that. Okay. Oh, this bowl has a lot of stuff in it. First of all, this is a wooden salad bowl that, again, I bought at the thrift store. It was a couple dollars. Not a lot whatsoever. I use this for libations, again, offerings, really just multi-use. Now inside I have a lot of trinkets. A stick incense holder that was gifted to me. Seashell for holding cone incense. This is one of my bells. Specifically, that's my fire bell that accidentally went through a fire. So it's, you know, fire and water imbued now, or excuse me, fire and air imbued now, because bells obviously symbolize air. A stone that I painted with the triple goddess symbol on it. Random stones that I've found that I use. Little trinkets. This is still left over from when I did Beltane ritual during the Easter season. So this is a little ceramic bunny rabbit. And this is what I mean about, like, you should scavenge thrift stores and scavenge objects. This little bunny came, the brand of tea that I drink comes with little ceramic trinkets that you can collect, and I like them to use on my altar. Walnut shells. I have a couple coins in here. I have a bloodstone, a quartz crystal. I just keep, you know, little things in there. Chime candles, as they're called. These are tiny candles. I have them in a bunch of different colors. They're little tiny candles. They're not full size. They're good for candle work, candle spells, as you can see. I have a bunch of different colors and, you know, for color associations and things like that. So I have a bunch of those. Another bell. This is anointing oil that I use to dress candles before candle rituals, to draw symbols on things. It's lavender oil that's been diluted with a little grapeseed oil. I have a little container of sand, very helpful. Actually, I recall one time I used that, not that sand, but I used sand that was supposed to be for ritual purpose to put out an accidental fire. So even if you're not going to necessarily be using sand in rituals, I would keep some sand with your altar supplies in case of some accidents. I have lots of little compressed incense sticks. This is actually my husband's, but it's in here because we share tools. This is a very ornate mirror, Egyptian mirror. My husband is a follower of an Egyptian pantheon, so he has a lot of Egyptian-related things, things that aren't even in this box. He has a very beautiful Anubis statue and things like that. A bunch of incense. This is cone incense. I have stick incense. A little glass moon-shaped stone that I got. Piece of chalk. For drawing symbols on things. For a while I had a chalkboard as part of my altar so I could draw different symbols and incantations and things like that. My athame, just your classic black-handled, double-bladed athame. It was actually my husband's. I believe he bought it at a Renaissance fair. So there's that. I have more candles in here. Oh, I have a ritual pen. This is an emu feather that was gifted to me. This is my ritual pen for writing in my Book of Shadows while I'm doing ritual. I have random bird feathers. They're good for air. I scavenge them. I have a little pinnacle in here for, you know, my circle. And that's really all that I have in my box right now. I do have other things that are miscellaneously floating around that I can't seem to find right now for this video. But that's basically more or less everything that I use when I do my rituals. you don't have to feel confined about what you're using for rituals. If something feels right for you to use it. There's a lot of resources. I'm not really going to get into it right now, but there's very many resources out there um, for starting your own altar and collecting things for your altar. And altars don't have a specific size. They don't have to be permanent. They can be temporary, being taken down when you're done. Um, if you want some tips on getting your own altar started, what I did when I started out so many years ago is I got a good sturdy shoebox. I actually just had a plain shoebox for a while with the stuff that I had collected, but I eventually, made it fancy, painted symbols and runes on it. Oh, speaking of which, I forgot to show you that. Oh, I do have a set of runes in here, in this little bag that I made. And I actually did make my own runes, because I like that. Here's one I pulled out. Yes, made my own rune symbols. But anyway, there's no specific standards for just starting out. If you want to just get a shoebox and start slowly collecting things, I would say as a basic altar setup, you'd want a representation of whatever pantheon you're going for. If you're going to just do like the god and the goddess, you can just use a printed out paper with the god and goddess symbols on them. You can, make your own statuaries. You can use spiral symbols. You don't even have to have it on there. A couple white candles will do you just for god and goddess symbols. It's really up to you. You don't need anything fancy. I would start, say representations of each element. Some good representations that are simple for fire are incense. Some people like to use incense as fire. Some people like to use it as air. Other things for fire is ash. I've heard people using burnt matches as a symbol for fire, or a lava rock. If that's for fire. For water, you can use a seashell. Some people I know use sea salt. You can use actual water. Anything that's pertaining to water, really. For air, you can use bells, incense, feathers from birds. Earth, I think, is probably one of the easier ones. You can use rocks, you can use crystals, you can use dirt, sand, salt, leaves, branches, really anything that comes from the earth you can use for earth. So that one's a pretty simple one. And a lot of people use a pentagram symbol for the fifth element, which is, the akasha, the spirit, the self. So you can use a pentacle for that. A friend of mine actually uses a rainbow rock that she painted for her center. Because it's, kind of like a representation of everything together, a rainbow. So that's what she uses. So you can just start out really basic like that. You don't need athames or wands or chalices. You can have paper Dixie cups. It's all about your intent. So for just starting out, like I said, I think it's very easy to collect one representation of all the elements. You can draw a pentacle. Like I said, for a long time, I had a chalkboard, a little kid's chalkboard that I used every ritual to draw pentacle on for the center. So anyway, this video is getting really long and I apologize, but I hope you found it informative. If you have any questions about anything I've talked about today, or you want to know more information about altars or anything of paganism, please drop me a line to my inbox. I will get back to you. And for those regulars of my channel, I want you to know that I am going to start doing a segment about paganism, because I feel like I'm a one-trick pony with all my videos, and I want you guys to be in on every facet of my life, and this is quite important to me. If you don't like the videos, if you're not a religious person, please, you don't have to watch them. I will have them clearly marked. So thank you guys. I hope you all have a great evening. Again, hope this was informative. Love you guys. Bye. Say bye, guys. Bye.